Yeah. Okay. She's got some. Okay. Oh, look at that. We have something.
They got the Zoom working.
Oh, they do?
Oh, they're really afraid that she got the Zoom working.
Good job, Melissa. Oh my gosh.
Thank you for all of those efforts. And so I believe everyone is here. Yes, everyone is here, so we can begin. I appreciate everyone's patience with the technical issues that we had, so we'll proceed into the public hearing. I read some things into the record. It's important information, so even though I'm reading it, please don't zone out. It's not like the little fine print that you have on a user application or something like that. It describes the process. And so if we're all set, Commissioner Visco.
Yes, Chair Fowler, can we just confirm that Commissioner Pesh is online with us?
Oh, thank you for doing that. I don't see any, we may have lost her.
She emailed and said that she wasn't.
Okay, so she is not. Do we have any members of the public on the line that can confirm that they can hear? I don't see any participants.
The microphone is moving up there. So when we talk, there's a microphone that moves that shows that there is audio coming through.
Okay, so we can confirm that we can be heard by anyone who wishes to join remotely. So let us now begin. This is the time and place for the public hearing in the matter of an appeal of the planning official's decision for LU-23-051. The appeal is to the conditions of approval for the St. Martin Orthodox Church conditional use permit, which requested approval of an expansion of the church and parish hall, the addition of a parsonage, and to make the church a conforming use. The applicant is St. Martin, the Merciful Orthodox Church Incorporated. Oregon land use laws require public hearings to follow a certain process. An explanation of this hearing process is contained on the handout available in the back of the room. I think it's there. Thank you. Or at the community development website of the Benton County site. This is a quasi-judicial hearing conducted pursuant to Benton County Development Code sections 51.805 through 51.840. The public hearing is now open. In a quasi-judicial hearing such as this, it is the Commission's duty to apply the law, not revise it. The Commission must determine whether the applicant has met all of the applicable criteria in the Benton County Development Code and Oregon administrative rules and statutes. Does any member of the Commission wish to declare an ex parte contact, conflict of interest, or bias? Hearing and seeing none. Does anyone wish to challenge the objectivity of any member of the Planning Commission? I hear and see none. The Commission will consider the record as presented and will also consider new evidence or testimony that is submitted into the record. The hearing procedure will be as follows. The staff report will be presented by the staff planner. The applicant will then present the case in support of the application. There will be testimony from other persons in support of the application. Then the testimony from the appellant, testimony from persons opposed to the application, testimony from any representative of a government body, and finally, the applicant may present rebuttal, which is limited to addressing any issues raised during the testimony since the applicant's first presentation. During this time, the commissioners may ask questions of the staff or any parties that are providing testimony. If you are a participant in this hearing, please abide by the following rules. Speak only in the order of proceedings or when recognized by the chair. Please do not repeat previous testimony made at the hearing. Just note that you are in agreement. We will have a 3-minute timer for your testimony, and so I'll be keeping track just to keep the proceeding moving. Be advised, the chair may halt testimony if it has become irrelevant, abusive, or clearly intended to harass or intimidate the participants in this hearing. Please be respectful of all participants. All testimony and evidence must be directed to the applicable criteria in the development code or other criteria which the person believes applies to the decision. The following is a list of the applicable criteria for this decision. Benton County Code, including but not limited to Chapter 64, Urban Residential, Chapter 91, Parking and Loading subsection, and Chapter 99, Stormwater Management, Erosion and Sediment Control, and Sewage Disposal and Water Supply subsections. Failure to raise an issue in this hearing, accompanied by statements or evidence sufficient to afford the commission an opportunity to respond, precludes appeal to LUBA, the Land Use Board of Appeals, on that issue. The failure to raise constitutional or other issues relating to the proposed conditions of approval with sufficient specificity to allow the commission to respond precludes any action for damages in circuit court. To have standing to appeal the decision of the Planning Commission, you must present oral or written testimony to the Planning Commission prior to the closing of the record. And so with that, we will ask Ms. Williams to present the staff report.
Thank you. I just realized I left out one of the code sections that applies, and that's section 53.215 and 0.220 conditions of approval. So that's
Very good. Thank you for making that correction.
So the applicant is the St. Martin Orthodox Church. They have requested a conditional use approval to expand their church, their parish hall, out of parsonage and make their use a conforming use. When the church was built, the use was a permitted use in the zoning code. In 2014, that was changed to a conditional use. So at that point, they became a legal non-conforming use. So one of the requests that they're making was they did make with this conditional use was to become conforming. Before I go further, I am the planner who wrote the staff report and did the analysis. Petra Sheets is here. She is the planning official who approved the application and the staff report, and the interim community development director. Gordon Kurtz is the associate engineer with Public Works. He's also here to answer questions if you have any on the road improvements. And Scott Kruger is the environmental health program manager. Is here. Any questions on the small system, or even very small water system? Through the analysis of the application, it was staff's determination that the project met the Benton County code requirements, that it did not seriously interfere with uses on adjacent property, the character of the area, or the purpose of the zone. And this is the expansion, not the existing use. The existing use has impacts as described by the adjacent property owners, noise and traffic impacts and possible water impacts. If that is the case, the expansion itself would not create further serious impacts to the area. The application also met parking and loading requirements, so they would have sufficient parking on site to meet the expanded square footage. They have also met with environmental health and outlined a disposal area, a new sewage disposal area on site. And through conditions, through the building permit review, they would meet stormwater management requirements and erosion and sediment control requirements, and also any water test requirements. And the water test would be required when they submit for new parsonage requirement at that time, building permit time. When I did the review, the staff report, I did not incorporate any religious. Let me get the exact, I'm sure everyone probably knows what I'm talking about. But religious land use and institutionalized persons. I did not use that as part of my review. It did not happen until the appeal was submitted. It's just oversight on my part. Reviewed a church here, yeah. It's been quite a while since I reviewed a church. So it did not occur to me to use that. It did impact some portion of my staff report. As you see in my memo, I did request removal of 2 operating conditions of approval to meet federal standards, that they would not be consistent with the requirements, the requirements. And that is the condition number 1. Church bells should not ring before 7 a.m. or after 8 p.m. And number 4, church shall provide notice to all homeowners along Northwest Community Drive and Northwest Wild Rose Drive 1 week prior to any outdoor event occurring on the subject property. The approval of the application was appealed. The appeal actually lists conditions, requests new conditions of approval and some revised conditions of approval. Staff did not find in the review of the appeal that there was a compelling argument to agree to changes or inclusions of new conditions. And that some of the requests were probably not in compliance with our requirements. So there were 5 grounds for the appeal. One was traffic, the requirements for road improvements. One was fencing, to increase the height of the fencing. The third request was to add a condition to require a pump test for the church in addition to the parsonage. That is by code, that is not a requirement. The only requirement is for when the parsonage comes in for a building permit, then the test would be required for the parsonage. Although at that time, they would also have to show that there's sufficient water to serve the church. So they would need 10 gallons per minute at a minimum. The 4th request is to add a condition requiring that the new structure meets building code fire protection criteria. That is a review that is standard for building permits and will occur at that time. And the 5th request is to state that if the church wants to use the parish classrooms for school use, that they would need to come in for a conditional use permit, and that is already listed in the urban residential zone as a requirement under the conditional use permit, conditional uses section. That is the substance of my review, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Commissioner Wilson.
Chairman Fowler, thank you. My first question was, as you reported, as the planner, you withdrew 2 of the conditions of operating approval. Were those based on the, am I accurate to go back and look at the information that was provided to us with regards to state and federal law as to the reasons for those items to be withdrawn? In other words, were those withdrawn as a result of reviewing the RLUIP or?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically for that reason.
Okay.
Other questions? did have one, Ms. Williams. On the pump test, if this were a business that was approved in the zone, would it require a pump test to accommodate the visitation to the business?
If it were a new place of assembly, it would require.
And does the application specifically expand the utilization of the facility, the expected visitation to the facility?
It could. There's no restriction on the number of people that can be in the facility except for the fire code requirements. That is the only thing. That is. That didn't make it. The capacity of the structure. So during the building code review, they will indicate how many people the structure can hold. And then the actual administration of that is the fire marshal. If someone makes a complaint that there are too many in the structure, then the fire marshal goes and inspects.
But that would also trigger the pump test that must then meet 10 gallons per minute?
No, we're not.
It would not.
It does not apply to an expansion.
Okay. Yes, Commissioner Struthers.
Couple of questions and just to help me just keep track of where we are going tonight. On the first condition that's been requested related to the road, we're going to hear from Public Works later about that one. Is that correct? I just want to make sure.
He said he's available for questions.
Okay.
If you have questions for him right now, you can come up and answer them.
Okay, I'm going to have to reformulate because I wasn't sure what that process was or what their plan was. On the second one related to the fence, you had a comment in your staff report that the applicant could choose to accept this. And then I went back on the document, page 71, that's in red in the corner for grounds for appeal for number 2. It mentions similar to what you had, that at least a 6-foot height on the north and east side, that's in the staff report, but they're requesting or recommending an 8-foot privacy fence for all sides. Is that up and beyond what would be required of our code?
We don't actually have a fencing requirement, so this is specific to this review.
Okay.
This fencing requirement, and there's already a fence around the other sides, the south and west sides, so that's why those were not addressed in this.
Okay.
In this condition.
So their recommend, what I'm reading here is to go up and beyond what you had, plus more than what they already currently have on property.
Right.
Okay.
That's all right. There's a fence on the west, the south side is adjacent.
Okay. You asked a water question already. And then on this, you did on the school use, you mentioned they would have to come back for the conditional use permit already. Is there any harm in adding that to simply say, as a use of conditional permit for this application, that if there is a want to have a private school on property, that they will meet, or not meet, come back for a conditional use permit later, just so it's called out in this application? Is there any harm in that? Other than it's redundant?
Well, the harm is, if you put one condition in there that is already listed in our code, you need
Okay,
to apply all the conditions.
got it.
that we need to meet in the code. They have not indicated they want to do school use there.
Okay.
There's no indication of that.
Thank you. Mr. Kurtz, would you mind joining Ms. Williams for a moment or two? I'm wondering what would trigger the necessary improvements to the road? What in an application would you deem would trigger some necessary improvements to the road?
I think it would be, they would be required as soon as an expansion of the facility was proposed, you know. Like, I should preface this by saying that oftentimes when there's going to be an extended period of time where development is going to occur, we do not require that. Road improvements are required and they must be secured if they're going to be deferred. And so in that circumstance, we enter into an agreement for improvements with the applicant, and they provide us with a cash deposit or a bond in the amount of 110% of the value of the work that is to be done. And then the work is deferred until the end of the project. The reason for that is that oftentimes construction traffic and that sort of thing can damage a facility, particularly if the improvements are to an existing facility that has historically been difficult to hang onto. The Wild Rose and the Camellia Drive loop it's in varying states of improvement. The front end of it being probably the nicest and best surface. But even that does not meet like what I would consider to be county standard. And so what we do in these circumstances, if it's going to be a several-year process, we would say, okay, enter into this agreement for improvements, and then when your construction traffic is completed and your impacts to the road are completed, that's when you'll do, when you're ready to use the road normally, that's when we would do the improvements. Analogous to this is we don't require that people pave their driveways before construction traffic is completed. You know, you've got concrete mixer trucks, truss deliveries, materials deliveries, rock deliveries that are hard on driveways. And so we say, don't pave the driveway until the very end of the project because you want the best product possible for the traffic to receive. Now, in this instance, I would say that, you know, if they were going to expand the use of the facility, which is, I think, reflected in the increased size of the parking lot and the formalization of the stormwater and detention and treatment. That's when I would say you have to enter into this agreement for improvements and provide that security. The way that we calculate our improvements is really by what we refer to as proportional share, which is language that's taken from the Dolan decision, Dolan versus City of Tiger back in the day, and so it involves some. It's squishy. Let's just put it that way.
So it's not a strict trips per day or weight per mile or.
And it can be, it's very problematic for us in public works, so we try to be as fair as we possibly can. And offer people the opportunity to be flexible for folks and take their advice.
My question is with regards to the initial request and the public works input is that it's my understanding that the road improvements are to occur up to and then just past the entrance to the property.
The location of the improvements has yet to be determined.
Okay.
We did not specifically state that this particular section of road needs to be developed or it needs to be improved. The reason for that is that for instance, there was recently one of the properties there developed in the last year and a half, and their requirements were to widen the road on their frontage. which I believe was about 150. But even that proved kind of difficult because in order to create a facility that meets Benton County standards, you would have to remove an enormous amount of vegetation on both sides of the road, which would significantly change the character of the neighborhood. We try to be particularly sensitive to these sorts of impacts in areas where there are public roads, where there are local access roads that are maintained and repaired by the local, by the people who live adjacent to them. So in those circumstances, the last thing you want to do is come in and say, well, we got to build a highway here. We're going to remove this walnut tree that's been here for 200 years. That's not very popular. And so we try to work cooperatively with neighborhoods to figure out what needs to be done, where there are problems, where the efforts would be best applied, and make our decisions in that fashion, rather than just mandating that X and X has to happen. Because my experience has always been that people really don't like it when public works does that. And so I try to work with them.
Commissioner Lee.
It was my understanding that this is one of those neighborhoods where the neighbors get together to maintain the roads.
Yes, that's correct.
So my question is, what consideration is there for the other homeowners when the construction equipment causes wear and tear on their parts of the road? Is there any consideration for that?
Well, I will say usually, emphasize usually, is that it would take a lot of construction traffic to significantly damage a road. Namely, it would have to be very wet, and there would have to be very, very large loads. Those loads would have to come through repeatedly and at speed. And those are the things that really break roads. I don't anticipate that happening in this circumstance, but I've been wrong before, so it's entirely possible it could. Contingencies, could be built into the agreement that said that damages due to construction traffic could be treated separately from the improvements that were required as a component of the development. And in honesty, the agreement for improvements that we use for these types of projects where people are deferring improvements, it's a living document. You can add conditions to it or subtract conditions from it, and that's a possibility if it were a concern and it was being fair by the planning commission. I don't have any compulsions whatsoever about adding that language.
And that's at a later time.
Well, it would be as soon as they apply for this expansion. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but in addition to the parking lot and the stormwater facilities and the expansion of the drain fields, it is associated with an expansion of the portion. Is that correct? So at the front end of that project is when these conditions would be established formally by that agreement.
And is the planning commission involved in that? Or?
Well, yes, because we're here talking about it now.
Oh.
And there isn't any reason why those conditions couldn't be included in your findings. The addition of conditions is document is open, I guess.
Commissioner Pisco.
Yes, Mr. Kurtz, thank you. Actually, those are helpful explanations. Could you clarify, so it sounds like, is this actually a road district, a designated and state recognized road district?
It is not. And this is another of our challenges, is that some folks on public roads, I'm calling them public roads, but they should be called local access roads. That's what they're referred to in the transportation system. We called them public roads for years, and that's why they all have a P But in these circumstances, you can have something as formal as a road district, which Joe Martis always tells me is the smallest subdivision of government that you can have in Oregon. To just a bunch of guys who throw rock on the road when it gets wet, and everything in between. So there are homeowners associations that manage these roads. There are formal groups of people who call themselves a road group or something and have regular meetings. And there's the guy with a tractor and a blade who takes care of stuff when it gets messy. So there's a really wide variety of mechanisms and organizations for maintaining these types of facilities.
Does the county have any responsibility for these roads?
This is difficult to say in a public forum, but our only responsibility is to mandate what goes on inside the right of way. Past that, we have no responsibility. So we have jurisdictional authority, but we have no maintenance or repair mandate. In actuality, we are prohibited by statute, by Oregon statute, from expending road fund dollars, which is our primary source which is our primary budget source. We are prohibited by law from expending road fund dollars on public facilities, on local access roads.
Commissioner Bisco.
Yes, thank you. Again, helpful. So to follow up on the information you've now shared, so this is not a formal road district. Just context-wise, a couple questions, and so I don't know if you want us to ping pong back and forth or just ask that, which is how much linear feet are we talking about that it's maintained? What does this group look like? Is it some measure of road standards that it is met, or is it like sometimes not maintained to normal road standards? Those three questions are the next three.
I'm going to answer the last one first, because in recognition of the fact that we are not a player in the maintenance and repair of these facilities, we will often defer to local road groups or to road districts, etc. If they wish to improve their roads in such a fashion that it does not meet our current standard, we have approved that in the past with the stipulation that the development of the road in that fashion makes it extremely unlikely that the road would ever be accepted as a county facility. And so if at some point we have several areas on local access roads where people said, well, we're going to pave this road. And we said, okay, if you're going to pave the road, our pave standard here is 20 feet of pavement with 2-foot rock shoulders on either side. And they said, well, no, we just want like 16. And say, okay, you can do that. But bringing that road to that county standard that would then make it eligible for acceptance by the Board of Commissioners is extremely unlikely, simply because the way that facilities like that deteriorate over time makes them extremely difficult to then modify to the appropriate standard after the fact, and it usually requires a complete rebuild of the road. And so by allowing them to take this course of action in paving or widening in such a fashion that does not meet our standards, that is their prerogative, but they have to understand that there are consequences for that decision. And that really is rooted in the fact that we try very hard to be as reasonable with folks as possible. There's an overwhelming majority of folks that wants their road paved, and they don't want to pave necessarily the standard that we prescribe in the transportation system plan. We will allow them to do so as long as we've provided this disclaimer.
So given this explanation, I'm wondering whether the county has any enforcement power of any condition of approval the planning commission might impose as a road improvement.
I think it would be difficult. The code does not support road improvements very specifically. In truth, our requirements for road improvements hang on a single sentence in chapter 99 states that all new development must have a minimum of 25 linear feet of frontage on an improved county road. Well, an improved county road is a county road that meets current standards. Does the code necessarily mean that you only have to build 25 feet at standard in that one place, or does it indicate that the point where that improvement needs to be done starts at 25 feet and then goes on to wherever it might end? This is where if you do a normal, if there's a single house at the end of an 8-mile-long road that is substandard and it builds out and you say, let's do a proportional share, and it's the only house on the road that can build out, they end up with 100% of that cost, and that's millions of dollars, and that just doesn't pass the straight face test. And so we often are we playing this game of saying, how are we going to prescribe what is fair? And when we arrive at these situations where the road requires millions of dollars of input in order to become a county facility, we say, where's our fallback position? Our fallback position historically has been the frontage of the existing property. And what that does is it localizes the improvement, or at least gives us a gauge of a monetary investment that would be required of that particular applicant.
But that assumes the county has assumed responsibility for the road.
Not necessarily.
Real, oh.
No. The point I'm trying to make is that our ability to determine the length of the improvement necessary is pretty tenuous, I would say. And fortunately, through good relations with developers, we haven't had a lot of circumstances where that became a really contentious issue. There have been a couple of instances in the past where the planning commission actually mandated that the lineal footage of improvements that were required by Public Works were countermanded, and they changed 470 feet of improvements to 25 feet. That did not go over well with folks in general. That was a previous planning commission. Nobody here was on that commission, so I'm not casting any aspersions of those present here tonight. But I want to go back to Ms. Briscoe. Did I answer all of your questions?
I vote no. You answered, you did provide some more answers. Thank you again. My question was, if this is not an officially recognized by the state road district, what is this group that maintains this road? And then what's the condition of the road related to standards? You know, so how will this road handle the impact of unforeseen future potential heavier traffic?
It's difficult to say. To be honest, both Wild Rose and Camellia have been there for a fair amount of time. There have been minor improvements over the time, piecemeal, which is never good for a road system in general. Incremental improvements to a road system are generally not very successful. And the group of folks who maintain this road loop are not a bit, they're not a formal group, but they are the folks who organize themselves to the extent that they collect money and hire contractors and obtain permits to do the work that they do. And so from a legal standpoint, I would say there isn't a lot of standing for the group itself, other than the stipulation that the county is prohibited by law to spend money on it, and it is specifically stated in that law that the adjacent property owners are responsible for maintenance and repair. And that's about the limit of it. Now, I am not a lawyer, and so that's the limit of it that I am aware of. Vance may have additional information in that regard that might help clarify. And then in terms of enforcement, our enforcement capabilities currently are extremely limited. We don't have an enforcement officer with a pile of enforcements that really need attention. And as I'm sure Pedro is aware, we have this outstanding list of things to do, and we need personnel to do it, and there's only so much time in the day. And so we're headed that direction, but we're not there yet. And the other thing is that we're talking about code enforcement also. And it's unclear, given the lack of clarity in the code about road improvements specifically, whether or not a code enforcement officer will be of any benefit in a situation where this became so contentious that people take or something. So I know that's not a very good answer, but that is the best I can offer from my position. I would note that the modifications to Chapter 99 are overdue, and Petra has already initiated that process, for which I am extremely grateful. And we look forward to working with community development to clean up Chapter 99 and make this discussion unnecessary for future.
So any other, Commissioner Bisco.
Thank you, Chair Feller. So just to clarify then, again, helpful context, but Mike, kind of still leaning into that space. So if we have an unorganized, not state recognized, meaning they don't have the same mechanisms as a road district to gather extra taxes, help support the maintenance of this road. So this is really on the good intentions or desires of the community members. Back to my question about the state of the road as it is serving this community by all indicators, requires some incremental maintenance, and of course often doesn't meet standards of what would be established in the code. It makes this conversation, this application, a real question as to how might this, even in its current state, well, in its current state, it's kind of the status quo use of that road. But to build a facility that is approximately 2.5 times, well, where we are quite a bit larger than the current existing facility, suggests the opportunity down the road for its change, church ownership changes. What might that look like, and how might that impact this group of property owners down the road when we look at road maintenance? So my question just circles back to one of the first questions, which is to give me a sense of what the condition of this road is right now. What kind of traffic are we looking at? Obviously, we don't have traffic studies necessarily that we're doing here. So what kind of traffic are we looking at, and what can we expect? What's the current standard of the road, I guess, is where I'm trying to go.
I would say that there are portions of the road that meet our minimum currents, but they are spotty. I haven't done measurements on the ground in any segment other than that at the far end of the loop where Wild Rose meets Camellia. And the reason I was doing that at the time was because there were 2 homes proposed at the far easterly end. in that location, in that substandard segment of the road, the road width varied between 20 and 18 feet. 16 feet, I think, in one small pitch, or short pitch. And there were no shoulders. Drainage is also an issue. The ditches aren't very well defined at the bottom of the hill, and as a result, we have probably some road deterioration issues as a result of drainage. There are other spots in the road closer to Highland Drive where you've got almost 20 feet of paved surface, but again, the shoulders are not present. The vegetation and the encroachment of people building landscaping and minor landscaping structures within the right of way would also prevent, create some need for relocation if you were to build it to the county standard. And then as to traffic, based on the residential population, this road falls into probably our lowest functional classification. It really is anything under 400 trips per day is considered a very low volume. I would call this a very low volume road, except for the fact that the church often has events which increase that traffic during those events. The amount of traffic that is generated during those events has not been documented, and I wouldn't hazard a guess as to. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to hazard a guess as to how much that would be. But I think you could argue that the traffic generated by the church in those events probably has some maintenance impact on the roadway itself. And I believe the way the church elders have mitigated for those impacts in the past is to assume responsibility for replacing rock and doing some plating and fixing potholes. Now, I do not know if that is a formal agreement between the church and the group of folks who organize and maintain the road. I only know what I know by hearsay.
Any other questions regarding the staff report before we move on? Commissioner Lee?
So this is regarding Scott Kruger's notice about the church qualifying for the Oregon Very Small System classification. He provides a calculation. Days open equals 4, population equals 60, average population per day, 60 divided by 4. Anyway, the population number of 60 seems to have been in question, and because at some points it was stated as 80. So my question is, if 80 were used as the population, would it change the classification in any way?
I don't believe so. It's possible, but I don't think it would necessarily, because we're talking about such low volumes.
Okay.
Now that is not to say that if somebody drove a fully loaded Hummer in there every time they visited the church, that it wouldn't have some impact on the road. But it is really dependent on circumstances. So it's very difficult to generalize in that regard. So if you're just talking about numbers, the addition of 20 more trips per event per day probably is not going to make a huge difference.
Okay. And that calculation also pertained to the very small water system, Oregon Health Authority Drinking Water Program, Oregon Very Small System classification. So I just wondered if that discrepancy has any impact at all.
I don't know exactly how the the 60 versus 80 number is used for Scott's calculation, he may have used 60 because that's at the lower end of the range for community water systems. And that I'm going to let Scott answer that question.
Yeah.
Likely, even
Come
if
up
this,
to the mic.
sure.
Thanks.
Either you
You can come up front.
Yeah, I was gonna make sure that we can make space for you. Here, we'll put you in front of this mic over here. I'll stand.
Sure.
There you go.
That one's green, so he's good to
So
go.
you're asking if we change from 60 to 80, is it going to change their classification? It would have to go through their numbers again and do an average daily count. But even if it did, it would make them a transient non-community system and effectively change some of their testing requirements. But other than that, it won't make much of a difference.
Commissioner Bisco.
Yes, thank you, Chair Fowler. Another question, and maybe this doesn't apply here, but in cities and road districts that are involved with cities, occasionally we intersect with non-remonstrance agreements, which down the road could impact this particular location, especially if there is expansion either in housing or with the use of this church. Is that something that ever applies in a situation? I mean, do we utilize something like that for this location? Being that the local government is a county.
We have not in the past. The establishment of a non-remonstrance community is often best used within cities that have the statute or the city codes in place in order to give them teeth and weight and enforceability. And Pedro may have a better answer for this than me because she has more experience with municipal work than I do. But we have used instruments similar to non-remonstrance agreements in the past to guarantee things like annexation at a future date, but never for actual improvements to facilities. The reason for that is that oftentimes a non-remonstrance agreement is recorded and carries with the property from the owners. They don't have a lot of teeth, and as an instrument, as an individual instrument, they don't really have the power to compel people to do something under threat of some penalty. We just don't have that kind of structure in place for our enforcement.
No,
Do you agree with that?
yes.
Yes, Commissioner Wilson.
Yes, this is, I think, more for Inga. When it comes to the expansion process where the applicant then files for building permits, there was discussion in here on the current use of the property, the number of individuals that access and use the property. Are there issues about occupancy that are addressed at this stage, or is that addressed at the construction phase about in terms of the maximum occupancy allowed for the use?
Any other questions around? Yes.
Question for you. I definitely have some questions. Are we gonna have another opportunity
We'll do a
Go back to
wrap-up
that.
round
Perfect.
at the end.
Cool.
And so once we hear from the applicant and so forth, we can have a wrap-up round.
to? Sure. Okay, that sounds good. I'll say.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Thank you, Mr. Kurt. Oh, I'm sorry, one.
Sorry, Chair Fowler. Thank you. My question really is, in looking at this map, we have,
What map?
I'm sorry. It's the aerial where you can see, we basically got it at one ingress egress for this location. Does that matter when we talk about response to fire in the instance of evacuation? If we've got a facility that may be utilizing a larger amount of space. You may have increased traffic in the space where we really only have one in and one out in the case of a fire incident.
I would say not, but primarily because most of the parking is offset from the primary access to the built environment. So the parking lot sits closer to the road, and then there's a straight driveway that moves up to the chapel and the proposed rectory. And I think what that does is that most of the egress from the building would not be indicated. It would be people leaving the facility on foot, and that the fire department then would be using the driveway to access whatever conflagration was there. And as a result, I don't think that the increase in parking is going to inhibit the fire department's ability to get in and out. Now, I cannot remember off the top of my head if the site plan includes a fire department turnaround at the far northerly end of the property, but
It's sufficient
for a turnaround, okay. So as long as the fire department has a turnaround at that location, then I think we're good.
So the limitations of the width of the road itself is not a concern?
It is not a
That
concern.
case? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kurtz. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Well, is there a representative from St. Martin the Merciful Orthodox Church that would like to represent the application? And if you each could introduce yourself, please.
Absolutely. I am Hayden Ruby, Senior Planner with Mario Design. William Rouse, Architect. Chief Spankley, the record first. I would like to first start by thanking staff for their presentation tonight. As outlined in their report, we have met the applicable decision criteria. We've had an opportunity to review the staff report and agree with the conditions as presented. We are more than happy to work with Public Works to determine the appropriate location and scale of street improvements. We understand this is a complicated situation, to say the least. And so we appreciate that there's flexibility built into the condition of approval to allow us to move forward and address the problems as seen fit. Really with that, there's not much more I would like to add in the staff report. I thought it covered all of the hot button issues tonight, and everything I was going to say has already been addressed. So with that, our team would be happy to answer any questions.
Yes, Commissioner Struthers.
So I'm not going to ask a question on the road. I'll leave that to maybe somebody else, but it's on with the appellant. One of their requests is related to the fence. I'm just curious, have you had a chance to review that? And do you all have any comments or concerns about going to an 8-foot fence that goes around the whole property, and or any changes to what's already in the application?
So we believe that a lot of the impact that would be mitigated by a fence, especially something as large as an 8-foot fence that encloses the entire property, any impacts that would mitigate are essentially already accomplished by the construction of the site itself. Right now, activities end up spilling out onto the site at large just due to the size of the current congregation. By constructing the new building, it provides people a place to worship indoors. And so that will help contain any noise or visual impact. And so we don't believe that large scale fence is necessary.
Commissioner Bisco.
Yes, thank you. So with regards to the fence itself, you're anticipating, or it's maybe like kind of what you're saying is that your events are more likely to be held within the new facility rather than outdoor events? Is it safe to say then by that statement, you don't anticipate outdoor events?
Our space, our census has been pretty stable for about 13 years. We currently have a sort of a tent structure to the west side of the church. We started using that for weddings and funerals. Okay, because obviously we have higher attendance at those, especially at funerals. You can't tell people not to come, they just come. But then when COVID hit, we left that structure up because we needed it for social distancing. And so we would serve with the doors open and the windows open, and people would be outside doing their social distancing, being safe. Some would go into the parish hall and watch things on a live feed. And although the epidemic has abated, the mentality from the epidemic has not, okay? So people who would have been happy standing shoulder to shoulder a few years ago no longer want to do that. They want to spread out. And so we've left up this sort of tent-like structure, and we have, on a regular Sunday, people are standing outside, not because there's not room for them in the church, but because they want a social distance. And so when we look at adding a permanent structure to the west end of the church, we're essentially creating that additional space as indoor heated space, as opposed to, you know, it's January and people are complaining that the doors are open and people are standing out on the porch.
Thank you, Chair Fowler. A point of clarification then, so my question really was, anticipation of outdoor events, then you don't have that? This is designed more for,
Yeah,
just a change in how.
yeah, our
congregate?
need for this expansion. First of all, it's driven by some of our liturgical requirements. In a traditional Orthodox parish, you have an altar, you have a nave or sanctuary, you have an narthex. Our services specify that at this point in the service, you go out to the narthex and you perform the following, activities. We don't have a narthex, we never have, because the church was built small to begin with. So it meets a liturgical requirement that we have. And then secondly, when we do have weddings or funerals, now instead of having, again, people standing outside trying to hear, you've actually got people inside the building, in an enclosed space. So.
Not sure that answered my question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please. You were stating it for me.
My question was, you don't anticipate that outdoor events. It sounded like the part was to help mitigate.
We do very few outdoor events. I think we maybe had a youth group activity where we had some youth activities out on our grounds, but we don't have outdoor services with amplified music or anything of that sort. Everything happens inside of our buildings, unless, of course, for the reasons I mentioned, but we don't normally schedule outdoor events.
Thank you very much.
Commissioner Wilson?
This working?
Yes, it is.
I think it might be worth getting a little perspective. So I've been an architect about 40 years, worked on Portland Airport. I worked on very large projects, colleges and things. I was the architect for Calvary Chapel up by Chip Ross Park. It seats like 1,200 people. What you have to imagine here, that what we're dealing with is tiny. It's smaller than most homes up there. What we're trying to do with it is improve the existing facility to make it a lower impact, which includes water detention, water treatment, a better parking to allow for better fire access to the only source of water in the area, which is our tanks. And all the homes in the entire loop rely on our tanks to give them water. And the amount of water we have on site is double what's required, just to allow for extra community usage if it's ever required up there. So, I came into this not knowing very much about it, and I was asked to come in. When I walked in the church, it's tiny. You can practically touch the walls with your hands, the existing church. And there are no pews. I'm like, where do people sit? They stand in the Orthodox Church. Well, I couldn't do that. Well, we have a couple of benches against the walls. So trying to understand how many people there is, you could go out and visit it. It's a very, very small facility. And in fact, the impact it has from an environmental point of view or from clean water is probably maybe less than the houses in the area. Probably they don't detain the water, they don't treat it, it all goes into the ditches. And so this will have a higher standard. And, you know, it's my experience going through a couple of neighborhood meetings that the neighbors were quite happy with the situation that was up there and had been around for years and hadn't caused any disturbance. So it's important to get perspective. It's not a mega church. It's not doing outdoor services. It's just a very small congregation.
In that vein, I'm wondering if you could address some of the current concerns of both the appellant and the community comments that were received, that some feel that this expansion is to allow for the expansion or the census of the existing church.
Yeah, when we first came to staff and we went through the site feasibility meeting and pre-application documents and so forth, one of the documents we presented was a historical census of our attendance at Easter, which is our largest service by far. And it has been stable for about 13 years. It runs about 70 to 75, of course, during the pandemic years that were some very major dips. And our Sunday attendance runs roughly half of that on a normal Sunday. And why has it been so stable? Is it because we are space constrained? That's not the reason. Nobody joins a traditional Orthodox church because it's conveniently located, because it's cute, because they heard the pastor gives a good sermon. They come because they are looking for a particular path, spiritual path to follow. And so I think during our neighborhood meeting, Bill made the comment that it takes 2 years to join our church. I think my answer was, well, not always 2 years, okay? So there's a significant commitment to become a member of our parish, and there's a significant commitment to be a member of our parish on an ongoing basis. The population of people in the Mid-Valley that are looking for that is finite. Okay? And I think that's why our census basically leveled off about 13 years ago. We've been in business a little over 20. And so I'm hearing lots of fears in those comments that, gee, if the church gets bigger, that means everything's going to get bigger. There's going to be more people. Again, that's not why people join our parish. I'll just share a personal anecdote. When my wife and I became Orthodox, joined the traditional parish about 35 years ago, the parish we joined had a tiny church. It makes ours look huge. People were packed into that place like sardines in a can. I don't exaggerate. That situation had no influence on our decision. We wanted to belong to this type of a parish, and so we did. Okay. So again, whether our church is larger or smaller, I think our census is really following the path that it's following, respective.
During the staff report, you heard a number of us ask questions with respect to the road and so forth. Do you currently formally participate in neighborhood meetings with respect to maintenance of the road?
Yeah, a number of years ago, we had a situation where actually it was the church's well that ran dry. Okay, there was an adjacent property that's been a very large, high output well right on the edge of our property line, and not surprisingly, our first well went dry. And we ended up sinking a second well, which produces good water. But that prompted a neighborhood meeting to talk about water use. And again, without pointing fingers, we do have some residences that are very concerned about keeping their lawns green all summer long. Our residence is not one of them, nor is the church. But we wanted to raise that level of concern about water. Well, that meeting turned into a discussion of our road. And that led to a cooperative project with almost all the property owners on the loop involved, where we contracted with Benton County to do improvements on Camellia Drive, really from Highland, up to where our church has an improved frontage. And the church was kind of the coordinator for that, help collect the funds, get the funds to the county, et cetera. And in the wake of that, our parish board said, okay, we're going to budget $1,000 a year for the upkeep of the road. And so we've done brush cutting, We drop full loads of rock on areas, spread full loads of rock on areas that, are low or getting, kind of, lumpy. The young men of our church have a regular program where they go around the loop and fill potholes. It's our pothole patrol. And so, we've tried to be a good neighbor in that sense and mitigate any impacts that, the traffic that we have on Saturday night and Sunday morning, and occasionally during the week, that has on the loop.
Any other questions from the commission? Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate your inputs. Is there any testimony in support of the application? And let's move now to the testimony from the appellant. Is there a representative of the appellant that would like to speak?
There's a number of us, so I'm going to start.
Okay. If you could begin by introducing yourself, please.
Yes, I am Peter Owens. I live at 935 Northwest Amelia. We are the neighbor to St. Martin. And to start off, St. Martin is a good neighbor. And we don't have any real complaints or issues with St. Martin as it is. But this is a planning commission meeting. In planning, you have to look to the future. And as far as I can understand, there is no constraints on how many people can be in a church. And whether this stays as St. Martin's Church or it incorporates other churches, there's no requirement that it has to stay as St. Martin's Church. 20 years from now, it could be combined with another congregation. So I look at it as, well, what is the capacity of this property? And we contacted the county and asked the building department is, well, what is the potential for the capacity of this property? And without getting any clear answer, as you noticed from the road commission, there's no real clear answer. But at present, the capacity is maybe 60 odd people, which is what kind of is, and their impacts are very minimal, but with the expansion, they are expanding it from 917 square feet to 2,084 square feet. And using that same factor, that could give the expansion to about 150 of them. And then if you have the parish hall and that expansion of 2,793 people, you could have up to 180 odd people. So that's what you should plan for. That this property at its capacity could have this many people. Well, that does have an impact on the neighborhood and on the roads. And so what we're asking is that the Amelia Road and Wild Roads just be brought up to a basic minimum county standard. Because in the future, there could be up to, 180 odd people on a Sunday coming down this little gravel road, which no two cars cannot pass in sections of this loop. Anyway, that's my comments. Thank you.
Questions for Mr. Owens? Very well. Thank you, Mr. Owens. Oh, good.
I have a question, sorry.
Yeah.
I was writing. So he said he participates in graveling, filling potholes, that they have done, and they have continually done that, and they've
Well,
been.
they've taken it over. It was done by various neighborhood meetings, neighborhood personages. And yes, as of, I don't know, 2 years ago, I think, about 2 years ago, when you all started to take over the maintenance.
It's been a little more than 2 years.
Okay, good, thanks.
And is anyone else going to speak on behalf of the appellant? Or do the others wish to just provide testimony in opposition? Can I just make sure that there's no, so you are the, yes, Commissioner Bisco.
Commissioner Fowler, is there opportunity to ask a clarifying question up to Gordon Kirksley? Maybe he's left.
No, he's still here.
That will be after all.
Yeah, we'll do the wrap-up round for all of the questions. And so we will now move on to testimony from those opposed to the application. And could you please introduce yourself?
I have a couple of handouts, can those handles out, or how would you like me to distribute those?
Yes, if you could provide them here as you introduce yourself.
Yes,
And
my name's Dan Campbell. I live,
Awesome, great.
oh, thank you. My name's Dan Campbell, 930 Northwest Camellia Drive, and we are across the street and around the corner, or around the loop, from the St. Martin's Church. My biggest issue is related to the traffic and the impacts of the traffic currently, but also as we look at the expansion that is expected with the, or that is identified in growth of building size, that it would be, I would say, silly to not expect that there would also be a consequential growth in the traffic patterns that are already available. I may have sent my document around too with a picture. Did anybody have one that says vans? It's got the word writing on it. There are a couple of pictures, and I apologize for the quality, but they show a little bit of what we currently see on a typical basis, Sundays as well as other times of the year. Saturday evenings has become a bigger and busier session for them also, with the traffic and the impact of the traffic. There are 18 parcels, as you saw on your map, on the Camellia Drive. They was established in, I'll say, the early 1950s. There has not been maybe one subdivision of a property since that period of time. Most of those properties are 1.5 acres. There are a couple that are a little bit larger than that. I think, excuse me, a couple are 2.5 acres or in that range. The increase, when the church came in, it was to be a family sanctuary, a prayer chapel, and was then moved to become a public worship place. And at that time, it was 25 people were what were using the road. And there were some people in the neighborhood, maybe a majority at that time, that opposed that going in and expanding any further. Then in 2011 through 2014, there was a pretty significant growth as they added the parsonage to that property, and traffic flow began to increase. There are a number of documents that talk about the number of people that go, and they're conflicting. I have an article from the Gazette-Times where Father James says that they have 80 members that attend. It's a 2-year process to become a member. And so you would say, boy, that's end up being a lot of people, because I'm sure kids aren't able to be members. So I think it's sometimes a little bit skewed as far as the accurate count of how many people really go there. Well, we have done some counts on the road. The county, I believe, did a study, or in one of the documents talks about there being 80 trips per Sunday. That does not include Saturday nights. They now have a midweek service as well, or a midweek event of some kind, maybe even 2 of those. And we've noticed a traffic increase within the last year. So the people in traffic count going to the farthest point from Highland Drive, about the farthest point of houses that are built in that cul-de-sac, excuse me, in that circle, are going down to that property. So they're going by somebody's house, one direction and then the other. And those are traffic impacts that concern us, as well as the safety and you know, in the criteria that was used in criteria 53215, it says the decision to approve a conditional use permit shall be based on findings that the proposed use does not seriously interfere with uses on adjacent property, with the character of the area, or with the purpose of the zone. And the church is there, you know, that's back in 1996, 2000, it's there. But we feel as a neighborhood, this has gone so far that our little gravel neighborhood, one of the pictures, I think it's the center of the picture, shows the spot I measured today that is less than 13 feet wide. The picture, if you can look closely, there are 2 cars that are coming up the road for a Saturday evening service, and my car was going the other direction. I thought, what a prime opportunity to show here's what goes on Saturdays now, and Sundays for sure, and now Saturdays as well. It's become one of those things that when I look at and I think about adjacent property and character of the neighborhood, those do not meet what our neighborhood is. These are single-family dwellings. Now, there's this part, this church there. Now, there's a proposal that not only have a single-family dwelling, a church that is on a single-family dwelling, but now it's at a parsonage as well. The sheer number of square feet, as I think one of the commissioners identified, was like a 60% increase in the square footage of the property. The occupancy classification, as well as the building and fire code, takes a square foot and they divide it by a factor of what that building would be used for. It's an assembly. They use a factor of either 15 square feet per person, and that becomes a size. That basically says, in this area, you get 15 square feet per person, or if it's standing, then it goes to 7 square feet per person, which, as we heard them say, there's a lot of standing. Well, that is, as you look at the numbers for the church alone, goes from 60 people to 160 some people. We have to look at that as a potential of what that church could go. You all, I think, need to look at that as that's the potential that we could be looking at with this church building. Well, and I don't really care about the people, except they all come in traffic past one or the other of everyone in this neighborhood to get in and out of the property, and that's very concerning from my standpoint. The one picture shows, it's very clear, it's in the middle of 2 cars. We set up a camera and took pictures so we can get counts of Sundays, Saturdays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and see those counts. You don't have counts, it's just a picture that shows a cam is active and we can count traffic. We don't have the little thing you drive over, it just shows a picture, right? It's the Amazon trucks and the UPS and the other deliveries, but it shows the increase in the traffic that is on our road without having any kind of huge impact. And no, the middle picture shows 2 people on bicycles. Okay, can I wrap up this one comment?
You
So
can.
2 people on bicycles, 2 pedestrians and a dog. The other one one of the other pictures shows cars on either side, a person going down the road on a Sunday morning. That is supposed to be not parking on either side of the road. That was on a Sunday morning, and it's essentially identifying that we're showing that this is a road that's used by pedestrians, walkers, bicyclers, and that's why the road ends up being such an important issue for us.
Understood.
Thank you.
Any questions for Mr. Campbell? Thank you for your testimony. Appreciate it. Are there others that would like to offer testimony?
My name is Ron Mullen. I live with my wife Donna at 917 Northwest Wild Rose Drive. I can't do justice in 3 minutes. I'm gonna make this quick, and I have a complete copy. We'll get the copies. I'd like to make reference to the report that the Reese Engineering firm submitted with this conditional use permit. In this report on page 6, it says, quote, a typical Sunday has approximately 40 attendants. This report also states on page 4, quote, the applicant would like to emphasize that improvements discussed in this application are not expected to increase the number of people currently using these facilities. And that was verified by other changes. If these statements are true, and I truly sincerely believe they are, then the existing facilities are more than adequate to accommodate the current number of attendees, regardless of whether they think they need social distancing. Currently, that church facility is 917 square feet of floor space. I'm an engineer, so I did the calculations. You divide 917 by 7 square feet per person. That gives an occupancy rate of 131. But the fire marshal might say it could only hold 60. But even though it only holds 60 or 131, it still meets the 40 parishioners that worship there each Sunday morning. They're planning to increase this building 60%, which will expand it to 2,284 square feet. That would increase the occupancy to 361 persons. That's a large facility. We've all heard the expression, if you build it, they will come. And this is, no, there's no doubt about it. I'm not having a generation at my time. It's just a matter of time, though. These enlarged facilities will unquestionably attract more parishioners. And these facilities one day will utilize their maximum capacity. The Benton County Planning Division staff must consider this maximum capacity when they're reviewing and making staff recommendations and approving conditional use permits and the impact on our community. And it's a negative impact, totally negative impact for those who reside on the Camellia Wild Rose Loop. Can a narrow single-lane gravel road accommodate the number of cars associated with the church congregation that has a potential increase to 360 people? Any traffic engineer would conclude that that would require more than 100 vehicles for these people to get to the facility, have to leave that facility. And those 100 vehicles would try to find parking spots and probably an overfilled parking lot that they would go up onto the road shoulders. And so there's insufficient parking, even in the existing plan as proposed by St. Martin's Church.
And if you could.
Can you imagine more than 100 vehicles threading to and from that church on that narrow existing 11-foot wide road? Is totally unacceptable.
And Mr. Mullins, if you could.
It causes too much traffic congestion. It poses definite traffic safety. It hazards and it's too dangerous.
So I apologize for the constriction of time, but I think we've gotten your major points.
Things are across. I will give you a copy of my total presentation here, and you can make copies. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Any questions for Mr. Mullen? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Other people who would like to provide testimony in opposition, please. Yes, we can. So if you could begin with an introduction.
Hello, my name is Carol McCarthy. I appreciate the opportunity to testify today against the application approval for the expansion of St. Martin Orthodox Church. I moved to 950 Northwest Wild Rose Drive in 1957 when my parents built our house there. It's been our home ever since, so I have deep roots in my neighborhood. The setting has a rural character with lots of trees and birds and plenty of wildlife, including deer, squirrels, chipmunks, possums, foxes, and an occasional bobcat. There's normally little traffic along the single-lane gravel road that forms a loop that connects the other residences. It was an idyllic place to grow up, and it continues to be a wonderful place to live. Over the years, the good relationships between my neighbors have contributed to the neighborhood's sense of well-being. When the St. Martin Orthodox Church joined the neighborhood as a private family chapel, it was welcomed with open arms. And over the years, I've admired the Baglians as civically minded, caring, and generous neighbors who have contributed to my sense of peace. Unfortunately, the proposed expansion of the St. Martin Orthodox Church has disrupted that sense of peace. As documented in Inga Williams' staff report, 7 of the 10 property owners who live full-time around the loop and who are not affiliated with the church have submitted letters expressing serious concerns about this expansion. Respectfully, I do not think that the staff report findings sufficiently describe or address these concerns. I do not think that the staff report provides adequate justification for approving the permit application. I urge the commissioners to read the letters from the surrounding neighbors and then review the staff report's findings and conclusions before ruling on the appeal of the permit approval. Most importantly, and this has even become more important to me after hearing the testimony tonight, I'm urging the commissioners to deny granting the requested change of the property designation to a conforming use. Even though the church might have applied to a conforming use at the time of the original construction, it was permitted as a conditional use, and this is consistent with the current zoning code. As the staff report states, Chapter 64 was revised in 2014 to delete churches from conforming uses in UR zones. This code change was presumably done for a reason. Although the reason was not provided in the staff report, I'm assuming that the concerns my neighbors and I have regarding the impacts from traffic, noise, and groundwater consumption were likely recognized as significant enough to warrant the removal of churches as conforming uses from UR zones, and to require a case-by-case review of permit applications. The continued non-conforming classification of the church guarantees the current code protections to the neighboring residents against development that may be in conflict with typical neighborhood activities. In my remaining time, do I have?
You can please wrap up.
Okay, I would like to quickly note the reason that I found the staff report particularly lacking in its evaluation of the permit application with regards to the groundwater resources in our neighborhoods. And you can read my testimony, but in summary, there are at least 10 groundwater wells currently, and 3 of them have had to be re-drilled because of the drawdown in the aquifer. And that is serious. It's tens of thousands of dollars for those of us who live there who may not have tens of thousands of dollars to spend on this, and is limiting to the character of our neighborhood. I just wanted to bring to your attention that several years ago, some neighbors of ours, in fact, on the church's Belmont Drive, we asked the state water master to come measure our wells, and they came out and measured some of them. I can't remember, they came out twice, but if possible, I would like you to allow us time to see if we could get the water master to come out again and measure and see how the aquifer is doing. And I also wanted to let you know that I've done some consulting work for an engineering firm called Groundwater Solutions Inc. in Portland, and turns out that the president of the company also lives in Corrales, and he told me that they were contracted to conduct a groundwater survey of the aquifer in our Berry Loop. And I would request that the county get a copy that I think you might have paid for it, and review any groundwater level data in that aquifer report to make sure that you aren't allowing additional uses that exceed the capacity of the allowed uses that are already conforming.
Understand.
So again, thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you for your both oral and written testimony.
Thank you very much.
Are there others who wish to provide testimony?
Hi, my name is Donna Mullen. I live at 917 Wild Rose Drive. And I wasn't going to speak, but I do want to say that most of our road is used for foot traffic, bicycles. People from a hospital take their breaks, walk up the loop and around, dogs, kids. It's just basically that is always what it's been for. And I did want to address something that Father James addressed. So I thought, well, I would like to say this, that about 2 or so years ago, up until that time, for about 14 years, my husband and one or two of the others in the neighborhood took care of the road. He filled every pothole, he kept them all filled, anything that was wrong with the road, they took care of it. They even put in a culvert down at the bottom where now it's very, very bad. And the trucks and whatever have edged over. We even put signs up that said, don't come over here because of the culvert. But so we have a really vested interest in this road. The church said that they would take care of the road. And I'm sorry, I'm disappointed. We're disappointed because some of the potholes have been filled. There have been times when it has taken quite a while, but at the bottom of the loop, And I realized that the one of the people that own the property there and the other one that lives at the top of the hill, they've done nothing to take care of that deep, deep hole. It's now, all the rock is gone and it's down to the dirt. And in the winter, it's over a foot deep with water, and it's really scary to drive through. And that hasn't been addressed by the church, and I feel badly about that. But anyway, that's all I have to say, and I want to say thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any questions? Very well, thank you. Anyone else? Well, we know there will be somebody else after.
My name is Daniel Campbell. I live at 940 Camellia Drive. And I won't go too long here because I know everybody's kind of been saying it's kind of a similar thing with the road. That's my family's biggest concern. I have 2 young kids. They ride their bikes every day. The traffic has kind of noticeably gotten more and more. You know, I've made a few emails to the church just about the speed and the vehicle coming through, and they've been addressed, and I appreciate that. But it seems so unclear, like how many people are going to be coming through. We still really doesn't really make sense. So we're not going to know until it's been approved and they build it. And it's like, it's already a lot. And so right now the church fits in the neighborhood and it's been great, but growing just seems out of character for the neighborhood. The road we had it sprayed, it's 12 feet wide. If you see a car coming 100 yards away, you're at a stalemate. Who's gonna come, who's gonna back up? In the winter, you know, it's snow and there's ice and there's really no way to make that work. If you go off to the side, see you later, like there's no shoulder. So the way it's now, it just doesn't work to have more and more traffic coming down that road. And I know, I keep hearing it's not meant to grow. It's not meant to grow the church. Love to get that in writing because it might. You know, he's talking about retiring at Sunday, and so they're going to build this parsonage, and I was at the church event that we went to because there might be a person who would live on site. Well, that guy or gal or whoever it might be might want to go to church. He might be like, hey, more money, more people coming in, that's more money. Like, we don't know. I'm not moving like this is where I'm gonna live for hopefully the rest of my life. And so it's going to affect everybody on this loop. And you can tell obviously people care, right? This is like a really, I would say close knit, but when something like this comes, there's a lot of email groups and a lot of people that are super concerned about it. And that's it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Campbell? Thank you. Yes.
I am the last person to speak with our group, the neighborhood group who is together here tonight. But we are opposing, you know, the whole permit.
You are.
We are.
No, introduce yourself.
Oh, I am sorry. I am Teresa Stevens. I'm the one that pulled together the appeal. I've been having the meetings. My husband, I've lived there for 28 years. Before I built my house, before the family chapel was built, I watched it grow. I watched them get shut down because of code violations. So that wasn't really brought up tonight and it doesn't really pertain, but I've been through a lot and I live right next door to them. They built the walking pathway to the parking area is about a couple feet from the fence line. So all the people from the church walk right along the fence line in my backyard. The fence that's there is the reason why I added the fence criteria in there is because, my husband and I built, I'm not sure how many feet did we put up with that 8 foot? Couple hundred.
Third of the property line.
A third of the way up the church because, and then the other direction, so we didn't have to see all the cars parked on the road. And I asked the parishioners to finish the fencing, but they didn't. They said they didn't have the money for it. But they would do the labor if we bought the wood. And that didn't seem fair to us because we had already done a large portion of the 8 foot fencing. So what's there right now is a wire farm fencing with a green cloth over it you can see through. So I don't have a visual barrier from people walking right along the property line, which is in my backyard. So there's a little bit of shrubbery. So I wanted to address that fencing issue because there are neighbors who care about there being a visual barrier from what happens at the church. One thing that bothered me a little bit about what Father Baglian said tonight was that they don't have any outdoor events. I do believe that a concrete path was built around the chapel for the processional. They do singing and candlelight vigils where they walk around the church and sing. And I call that an outdoor event. I don't know. I guess maybe we have a different definition, but I hear it, see it, you know. So anyway, I think everybody has addressed the road issues. I did want to speak about, I wanted to reiterate what Donna said about the road maintenance. We all took care of it up until just a couple of years ago when it was passed from being maintained by one of the other neighbors to the church. And so, as you heard, there are people that are unhappy with how it was supported that way. I did want to just give a real quick overview of how this works. So you're coming on Highland, you can split the highway, and you go one of two directions. The church is at the very bottom, so no matter which way the people go, they have to drive by the homes. We all have said, gosh, if only it was up at Highland, you know, then the traffic wouldn't impact us. And, you know, we're all, for the most part, except for the new Daniel Campbell family, we're all kind of older retired folks, and we don't make very many trips on our road, you know, so the maintenance wouldn't be that big a deal. But now we've got these, you know, 40, 80 trips, and I just feel like the conditions need to address the maximum usage, not what Father Baglian is saying he wants to keep it at. So we all know churches sell. You know, there's no guarantee in 10 years that this is going to be St. Martin's. And I feel strongly that the conditions were written, and the Reese report referred to it repeatedly, that this was a small church with just a few people and it was going to stay that way. Then why the expansion? You know, as what I can see is it's an expansion. They're going to have 5,000 square feet.
And if you could wrap up your comments with a summary.
Okay, yeah, so Father Baglian made mention that it would just be the size of one of the other houses, or one of them did. 5,000 square, there's no houses out there that big, you know, so yeah, that's about all I have, just reiterating what everybody else said.
Yes, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you, Chairman Fowler. And thank you, Ms. Stevens, for coming in with your testimony. And I appreciate the testimony of everyone else who has come. I had a quick question. In a letter that was addressed to us, the commission, the Community Development Board describes your appeal as that the appeal does not state that the application should be denied, and that this additional mitigation by revising or including conditions on the conditions of preliminary approval. Is that a fair characterization of how you felt you made your appeal?
No, I thought an appeal, so I'm not You know, one thing I'll say is this has been hard for all of us because the church are good people. And we feel uncomfortable doing this. But I thought an appeal was that we didn't want it to go through. Thought that's what it was. So I didn't know it needed to be stated. Yeah, so.
Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah, thank you for asking that question.
Commissioner Struthers.
Good evening. I just want to clarify. So I brought up, so for everyone that has access to the packets on page 78, I'm just looking at a block map of the different properties. Are you, you were talking about the fence line and where the pathway is that, are you the property that would be southwest from the church right now? So they would be to your northeast? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. I can see the parking lot. I can see it all. I'm the only one that really has the perfect view.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Ms. Stevens? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Chairman, I just have a quick question. Do the applicants, are they allowed rebuttal after?
They certainly are,
I
yes.
just wondered. Thank you.
Is there any other testimony in opposition? Are there any representatives of any governmental body that wish to provide testimony? And so now is the opportunity, if the applicant would like to take advantage of it, to make any rebuttal of the testimony in opposition you've heard.
Yeah, I think I might start this off. So a lot of, and I would just say, I understand all the concerns that the neighbors have. They're reasonable concerns. I live in a very similar situation in North Albany. It's a private road. It doesn't have the benefit of having a loop to be able to go either direction. We're kind of a one-way, and it's very narrow. And that's why we love it. And we get a lot of people walking their dogs, and people come from other neighborhoods, more standard neighborhoods, to walk up and down our little lane. And we have paved it, and we have to pay to repair that. And I can tell you for a fact where the degradation comes from. It's not people going to and from church in their little cars. It's, as was mentioned by one of the people, it's the incredible increase in Amazon and UPS and delivery trucks that we've seen since the pandemic, and the garbage trucks. I mean, so I'm on our road committee, and you know, I know what tears apart our road. It's those big trucks, and it's sort of, that's an overall change in our society we can't change. But to address the occupancy load, so I do a lot of commercial work. I'm working with the YMCA in Albany. I've repurposed two 10,000 square foot buildings for a field house and for CrossFit. One will occupy, it's 10,000 square feet, occupies about 150 people by code. And the other is adjacent to it, another 150. You get over 300 and it becomes a pretty big thing in the code. So we don't just look at the entire square footage and say, oh, it's all 7. You know, you have furniture and you have rooms that are used for different things. But the YMCA is open and allows for people to use it in a number of ways. And it's limited by code, you know, in a lot of ways. So the way the church sets up there, there's a fellowship hall and a worship area. And the worship area is quite small. The fellowship hall is a little larger, but they're not concurrently occupied. So you go to church and then you go over to the fellowship hall. You won't have a situation where people are in church and then a whole different bunch of people are using some other part of it. And so most of the improvements we're doing with the sort of classroom added is to just allow the people that are already there to function better. It's hard for me to explain how really rudimentary the facilities are up there. That's no disrespect, but you have to start somewhere when you're building a church. I'm used to much larger facilities and classrooms and everything. And even then, the usage on a church is, yeah, during peak hours it's pretty high, but over the course of a week, the septic system on a home would exceed that of the entire church, because people are there doing cooking and all that sort of stuff, which is a roundabout way of saying this is a existing non-conforming use, which means that at the time it was built under all the rules and regulations the county, in its wisdom of about 10 years ago, decided to make it go through, and, you know, instead of allowing it outright, to make it a conditional use. But that doesn't take away the right of the church to use and expand, it doesn't take away the people's right to add an addition to their home. And what we have to do is obey all the rules and regulations in your code. And we tried to go above and beyond that. We really tried to actually build the parking lot bigger than what we think we need, just for those rare events when there is a funeral or something, to do everything that the church can to make itself a better neighbor. And while I fully understand and, you know, and honor the concerns that the neighbors have, concerns aren't always a reality. And I'm 100% convinced in this process that the church is honest about being there long-term. There are not a lot of Russian Orthodox churches on the entire West Coast. They don't go in and out like Presbyterian churches or other things like that. I think it is a long-term development and a very small impact. And really, you know, it has a right to be there. And as long as it meets all the codes and we do our job, the neighborhood is not going to see a large increase over what's there right now, other than Amazon trucks every 5 minutes on our street. But I guess that was just my opening salvo.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, just wanted to address a couple of things. One is very much a question of fact. Assertion was made that we were shut down for a COVID violation. We were never shut down for COVID violations. In fact, we meticulously kept compliant with all state regulations throughout the pandemic. In fact, we had precautions in place before the state acted, okay? The only time we were shut down was for the mandatory 8 weeks. We were supposed to stop the spread and everything was shut down. So I wanted to clarify that point. Also, there was reference made to an article in the GT that I said our membership is 80. You know, that's the people that actually call the place home, okay? It does include children, by the way. And again, attendance at any given service is a fraction of that. That's just, you know, the way it is. So that figure is not representative of what our normal attendance is. There was also concerns raised that maybe the church would change hands someday, and perhaps an aggressive young pastor would come in of a different confession and fill the church rapidly. Back in 2017, our church had its great consecration. That is an enormous event in the life of any Orthodox parish. In fact, we have people come from as far away as Greece to be there for it. Now that the church has had its great consecration, it will never be sold outside of our jurisdiction, ever. I mean, I can just state that for a fact. Yeah, our Archbishop would never permit that to happen. Okay, so if the church, for some reason, you know, sort of died down, they might repurpose it, they might put a couple of monks there or something like that, but they would never sell the church that's had that kind of a consecration. There were concerns by Ms. McCarthy about water, and I actually raised those in my earlier comments, that we were sort of one of the first sufferers of this when our well ran dry. But I would just point out that the church's use of water is a fraction of what the single-family residence uses. And single-family residences are outright permitted uses all around our loop. And so I'm not sure Ms. McCarthy is suggesting that you know, single-family residences should not be approved in future on our loop. There's actually one that is nearing completion and 2 more that are under construction, which is sort of filling in some of the last open spots. You know, as long as, you know, we have those properties, people are going to build their houses, they're going to sink their wells, okay? And if we have a systemic problem locally, we'll have to address that at the time. But it's not the expansion of the church that's going to put the aquifer at risk It's going to be new residents coming in, especially those that insist on watering all summer long, okay? One other comment from Mrs. Mullen. She was saying that she was disappointed that we had not done road improvements to the bottom of the loop. This is actually where Camellia Drive and Wild Rose meet. And there are no residences currently down there. All residences are accessed either via Wild Rose or via Camellia. That little turn down there where Camellia and Wild Rose form a loop is chiefly used by delivery trucks. And that's why we haven't expended resources down there. But I will say that if Mrs. Mullen had asked us, we would have been happy to put loads of gravel down there on that low spot. This is part of our ongoing maintenance program. That's really most of what I have here. The only other thing I'm just going to say is all the concerns, there was concerns expressed about parking cars on the road. The fact that we're expanding our parking gets those cars off the road. So again, it's a mitigation of existing impacts. And there was also some thumbnail sketches as to what the capacity really was. Our church is only about 60% of the floor space is available for the congregants to stand in. The rest is set aside for other uses. So it's even smaller than it looks.
Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you. This is for the engineer. I just have I'm looking at the map that was included in your packet. They've labeled, there's Wild Rose Drive, which comes around, I see that, and then Camellia Drive here. In parentheses, they have something referred to as Skyline Drive and then Northwood Avenue.
Yes.
What are those references?
Those were street names associated with the initial plat of the subdivision. They're not the current. So that's a remnant of, I guess, the original subdivision.
Thank you.
Other questions? Commissioner Visco.
Thank you, Chair Fowler. I do have a question, architect or engineer, I'm not sure which. If you have the statistics, so in looking at these types of things and doing evaluations, we look at trips per day, for example, in a transportation study, which we have done here. When we talk about water usage, there's a water usage, there's a statistic that we use or numbers that we use to evaluate water usage for single family dwellings. Do you have any of that data in comparison to the usage expected for the church itself? So you've mentioned it here.
So,
tonight.
yeah, I understand the question. I don't have that data with me, but sort of anecdotally, we have had to, also there's no sewer, there's no public services, so there's no water, there's no sewer out there. So the church has been existing on a normal sort of residential style septic system, and we decided to upgrade it to make it be able to handle long-term uses of the church and come up to the current code. It's currently working just fine. And so when you look at the numbers of what the church generates, and we're not faking the numbers, we're trying to figure out how big this has to be. The big use input and why we had to upgrade our system is that we're adding a small parish house or a resident for the future head of the church to be able to live there, because Pastor James is not going to be around forever, and Father James, and it's pretty expensive to live in this town, and so providing a residence there. And that impacts our septic design far more than the church itself, because the hours are very, you're not eating there, you're not spending that much time there, you come, you're there for a couple hours, you go. And so the actual impact of the church itself from a water point of view and from a sewer point of view is less than the house in general. And if I can add, there are existing conditions of approval that govern both of these systems that we will have to comply with moving forward.
And then just a clarification, your statement, you said no public services and no water and no sewer. You mean there's no city services, as in the location itself has water and sewer, right?
Right, there's no, the only thing close to public service up there is the church put in two 10,000 gallon tanks that we then allowed the rural fire district or Grouse to use for water up there. So the only sort of shared service has actually been provided by the church and with fire water.
Other questions? I just had one very minor questions. There are a couple of comments that were made that I made the conclusion, and I want you to confirm or deny, that the church is kind of on point for road maintenance.
Yeah, it's, in the wake of our road improvement program, which we did collectively, again, I think with the participation of all but one of the current residents, and that includes my family, by the way, because I live on the loop and have for over 30 years. So this neighborhood is very near and dear to me. It's not just where I work, it's where I live, okay? And like a lot of the other families that are multi-generational, my children plan to buy our house when the time comes, and also live and raise their children and so forth on our loop. So, you know, we're sort of part of the same culture that we have in this, 1950s little corner of the county. Your question again specifically?
Well, I'm wondering, do you kind of feel on point for road maintenance? Is it the church that's at the center collecting funds when no funds are necessary? Or
Collect any funds, as has been pointed out before, Mr. Mullen and other individuals, kind of did pothole patrol for, many years. And then after, in the wake of this large road improvement project that we did cooperatively, it was at that point the church said, okay, we're going to put this into our budget. And so that is a decision of our parish board that we're going to spend up to $1,000 a year. And again, we've done brush cutting, we dropped loads of gravel, we do pothole patrol. And again, we're responsive to requests that we receive them.
And are there others who have made similar commitments to the $1,000 a year? Is there any sort of a neighborhood organization that cares?
That's funded entirely by the church. But the church also contributes, I think the last, Daniel Campbell mentioned the last oiling of the roads that takes place periodically. In the last one, the church paid actually over its proportional share of that, together with my family. We did over half of it.
Okay. Any other questions from the commissioners? Commissioner Bisco.
Thank you, Chair Fowler. My question is just for a point of clarification. Again, approximate linear feet that we're talking about being maintained in this loop on this road. Any idea?
I don't know the entire linear feet. Again, I think just because of where the traffic goes, the pothole patrol basically concentrates on the area from, the entrance to our property and then going out to where the paved section begins, which is the Wild Rose Camellia, is sort of one piece. I do think they go on the Wild Rose side from time to time, but that's not the road that most of our people come in on. And so that's the area that we work on. And again, that low area where the two roads meet, again, is mostly for delivery trucks that we can certainly add that to our list for the next time we dump gravel.
You also mentioned coordinating with Benton. This is with you at some point.
Yeah, we did this right at the end. We sort of came into a window where the county was willing to have residents contract with Benton County to actually do the work. And so we got together, again, this came out of a neighborhood meeting, originally talked about water, we talked about the road, and this led to us actually contracting with Benton County to improve Camellia Drive. Okay, and I think they did some work on Wild Rose as well, mostly on Camellia. You remember how much that was? I think it worked out to be about $500 per residence. I think it was about a $6,000 project roughly. Okay, now Benton County no longer does that. So unfortunately, we can't collaborate on a similar project in future.
If I may, just to get an additional point of clarification. So the work that was done in Benton County worked with you. What was that type of work?
Basically, they did some grading work. They widened the road in places. They added gravel throughout. So the idea was to get more of Camellia Drive up to that, minimum 20-foot, standard. And it certainly was a real improvement over what we had before.
Thank you all very, very much. We're now at the point where it's kind of any question to any of the people who have provided testimony. So I think, Evelyn, did you have something that no, I think it was.
Was Andrew, I think, or
It was me. I know you were lying. And Liz had the questions for
I
staff.
think I got all my questions answered.
Okay, so Commissioner Wilson, did you have a follow-up question?
I did not. I think that in both the initial testimony and the appellant testimony and the rebuttal, I think I've got most of my questions.
Okay, Commissioner Struthers.
My question is directed towards staff. If we're at that appropriate time?
Yes.
Okay.
Any of the participants at this point?
Okay, so this is for staff, and I probably should have asked this up front, and I apologize, Chair, if this was in your opening statement, and I missed it there. Is this a de novo hearing, meaning we're looking at this application as new? Like everything complete from top to bottom? Okay.
Yes, I do believe so.
Thank you. And I just have one question also of staff. There's been concerns expressed about what happens in the future should the assembly use of the facility expand beyond its kind of current envisionment of the church. What would trigger an additional review of a change of use?
If it changed from a church to a different use.
How about from one church to
From one church to another church? No, would not.
How about if there were a significant upgrade required to accommodate the worship services of the new church? What would trigger such a review by the Planning Commission or by the Community Development Department?
It would be the same as this, if they were looking to do expansions or upgrade.
A physical expansion or an upgrade?
Expansion would be conditional use permit.
Okay, and has the fire marshal set a limit associated with the expansion proposal of the church?
As far as I know, not.
Will they?
When it comes through the building permit process for the expansion, it would be set at that point.
Okay.
So I may be able to shed a little light on that. Part of my job when I'm hired to do something is to look at the site capacity as a master plan. I do that all the time. And I just have to say, this is about it. I don't know how I could fit anything more on site and still be in keeping with the neighborhood and really with the setbacks and everything required. And there's no place left to park a car. I tried to maximize the site to take care of the existing people there, and there just really isn't room. I mean, they can't add another 50%, there's no place to do it, unless they go 3 or 4 stories, which isn't allowed, so. The site is pretty well maxed out. Could you add some little thing somewhere? Maybe. I don't know where it would be, to be honest.
Okay, I appreciate that.
They actually just meet the parking requirements
By
now. They could not add any further square footage. There is no further space to place parking.
So that's an interesting statement. So they could not add additional square footage because they're limited by the parking requirement.
Correct.
It just wouldn't fit.
Yeah. Yes, Commissioner Lee.
I have a question / comment, and that was in reading the messages from participants. Many of them said they did not receive the mail that was sent out by the county. And I saw that many times, and it raised a yellow flag to me that I would like to comment on or express and have us follow up. Because this is a problem that needs a solution, not here, but it's a problem. I don't know what the answer is, but talk about the certified mailing.
Are you going
The
to do
buffer.
certified mailing? We don't do certified.
Notices, though, we certify them. No, I mean,
We certify ourselves.
Right.
Let me just tell you
Okay,
what's
go ahead.
quickly about our process. So what we do is we rely on the USPS data, right? So that's not 100% accurate, but that's not, the onus isn't on us legally for that. So sometimes there's some mistakes right there. Also, sometimes there's anomalies with PO boxes where we're not able to, and that's just something across the country that happens. But what we do is we have a buffer on the GIS system. So it's an electronic buffer that goes through, pulls out, we extrapolate into an Excel spreadsheet, all of those addresses, audit that for duplications, kind of do a spot check to make sure that we're capturing who we think we're going to capture. Again, it's not always 100%. And then we self-certify that on this date, you sent these letters and this list of folks, and that goes into the record. So we do have a list of who we sent the letters to. We also keep a record of anything that came back to us. So we can look into whether or not we believe that we sent a notice to any individual.
Commissioner Wilson.
Yes, thank you. In that vein, I've lived in certain jurisdictions where when an applicant makes a request to the Community Development Department of a conditional use or a zoning change or other types of land use activities, that there's a public notice and I don't know if that's a requirement here, but that there's a public notice either posted at the property or in the local paper.
Yeah, so we do have a legal requirement to post in the paper of record, and that is a register guard.
Registered.
Democrat Herald, sorry. And that.
The Gazette Times or the?
The Gazette Times. I live in Silverton. I apologize.
They're the same. That's the same paper.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same paper.
Commissioner Bisco.
Question, so I'm not familiar right off the top of my head, can you confirm, so this site location, usually go out a certain amount of footage, right? Can you confirm that distance as to how many we notified?
Yeah, so for conditional use, it's how many feet?
For this area, we did 200 feet outside the boundary of the property.
So 200 feet outside of the boundary of this property?
Actually, I went and notified everyone on rows, yeah, on the whole.
Okay, but no one outside of the loop then would have received notice from the county because we just require 200 feet notice, correct?
In urban residential, it's actually 150 feet.
Right, but what I asked was, would anybody outside of that?
No.
Okay, that was my question. And then is there something that can just confirm the size of this actual lot? Little and grayscale. The size of this property looks very similar to the single family dwellings. We're talking about a pretty sizable, quite substantial actually square foot structure. What is the acreage someone having on?
It's 1.4 acres.
Which is square feet. Anybody do a quick conversion?
Well, 42,000 plus 21,000, 63,000, something like
I knew
that.
you would, I said we could do it faster. Oh, and
Commissioner Lee.
Well, the reason I raised it is because I'm experiencing in my own community where I sent out a mailing and I didn't get it, you know? So there's something going on that we want to probably discuss.
So, this is one that I did receive for Daniel and Ann Campbell at 940 Northwest Camellia Drive. I did get this returned, and this is their address, and yet it says it's undeliverable.
Right, yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
But it makes it very hard.
Very, very much so. As we've discussed in our communications objective, it's very, very difficult to ensure communications. But let me check one final time on questions for any of the participants from the Planning Commission. Commissioner Bisco.
thank you, Chair Fowler. My question goes back to a bit ago. So Mr. Kurtz, I wonder if you could clarify what the current county road standards would be for this road if we were to improve this road. If it was required to be improved, what would those county standards?
You can grab this microphone right here, Mr. Kurtz. So currently, the road is probably, the functional classification of this road would be a residential local road. The reason being that the paving, the oil mat that was done at the front end of the property it's not an asphalt surface. It's not a hot mix asphalt, compacted asphalt surface. It's an oil mat or a combination of oil mat with grindings. And I can't remember exactly which it was when we did this project. As has been pointed out, we no longer do this work. Paving is an expensive proposition. The width of the road would have to be, the traveled width would have to be 2 10-foot lanes with 2 2-foot rock shoulders. So you're talking about, if it's a gravel facility, which is our lowest functional classification, it would be 24 feet wide with necessary drainage on either side. It would significantly impact the front yards of a good portion of the folks between Highland and the church.
Just for clarification, is that, what section is that, Community Drive or is that Wild Rose, where that would be, that type of size improvement would have to occur? They both end up at the church.
My assumption, which could be inaccurate, but my assumption has always been that the most direct route to get to the church is to take Wild Rose to Camellia Drive and then Camellia Drive to the church. Rather than following Wild Rose around the loop and coming in from the east. The road is, as you get further and further back into the loop, the road narrows and narrows and becomes less reliable, I guess is the best way to put it. I would assume that if the ask is that the road be established as 2 county standards, that it would be established 2 county standards from Highland to the church by the most direct route. That would be my assumption. That in itself that's a substantial proposition. I mean, we're talking. With vegetation removal, just off the top of my head, I'm guessing that would be on the order of $50,000 to $75,000 at minimum. The reason being that you're pioneering new road base outside the edges of this established roadway that's been there for a very long time. And roadways that have been established like that for a very long time in a narrow format are very difficult to add reliable structures to on either side because they don't have the age, they don't have the long-term wear, they don't have the consolidation. And in addition to that, you're changing drainage patterns. You have to ensure that your new base isn't saturated in the wintertime. There's a tendency on roads that are expanded to that 24-foot width for people to continue to drive down the middle of the road. And as a result, what happens is that vegetation, like ground vegetation, and it creeps into the roadway. And I'm willing to wager that if you went out into the shoulders of this road and bladed off what vegetation is there, you're going to find rock that was there from when the road was originally built. So there are a combination of factors that make it kind of a difficult ask. It's not impossible, but again, roads need to be driven on in order to make them functional. The actual wheel traffic that roads receive, especially unpaved roads, really significantly affects the way that they function and weather, not only weather events, but extreme truck traffic. I find personally that delivery trucks Amazon, UPS, FedEx, and the garbage trucks do more damage to our roads than any other type of vehicle, with the possible exception of logging trucks and heavy equipment transport into our resource zones. So that routine neighborhood use of those types of vehicles is really what tears up your road. It's not residential traffic.
And just to follow up on that a bit, I think I understand this, but if there were to be, we were entering into a road upgrade, there would be some algorithm that would assign a proportionate share to this application, which is not going to be 100%. So the remaining percent is going to be left void.
Yeah.
And so how does the road get upgraded if only a proportionate share is assigned through this application?
This is one of the difficulties of improvements to transportation facilities by development. You know, it's like the thing that I struggle with on a regular basis is like, okay, am I going to have this person who lives 10 miles away from a paved road, you know, widen this section of road in front of their house for 400 feet? What purpose is that going to serve in the long-term functioning of the transportation system? Couldn't we just take that money and put it someplace else where it would benefit the road and benefit the traveling public? Perhaps it doesn't necessarily meet standard, but what you've done is you haven't really wasted money on something that
development charges.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the other thing, is that we do not have system development charges, so we don't have a pool of money that's growing in order to feed a large capital improvement project. And even if we did, we wouldn't be able to spend it on this facility because it's a local access road.
Right.
So we're really stuck.
Commissioner Lee.
I don't know if this is appropriate speculation, but I noticed that this is in the urban growth boundary, and I'm wondering if there was some mention somewhere, and I'm sorry, it's such a large report, I don't have it in my hand, but a report on how close this is to the city and the potential for the urban, for the city limits to expand out there. Is that in part of any plan, or what does the future hold for this community?
Well, it's funny because like just down the hill, the Good Samaritan has an annexation proposal on the table for that chunk of property just to the north of them, where they would like to build a campus for both for patients and their families, but also for folks who work at the hospital. And then tied to that annexation is another annexation further to the north of this property. I can't remember the gentleman's last name right off the top of my head, but those are possible. However, they're bare earth annexations. And so they would be associated with some kind of subdivision or a development of some sort that it would be penciled out basically to build city facilities within those annexation boundaries. It's a completely different story when you have an established neighborhood, such as the Wild Rose neighborhood, where in order to annex, they would have to bring their facilities to city standards, not to our standards, but to city standards, which is curb, gutter, sidewalk, drainage facilities, connection to underground storm drain, et cetera, which is an extremely daunting task, I would say, and fiscally unlikely, I would say.
Okay.
Unless, of course, there's a water problem in the future and they have to.
Yeah, you get forced into it.
That would be the exception. It would be something like the South Third Service District or something like that, where there was an exception made to the existing facilities based on a health hazard that was presented to the public and their proximity to available services and that sort of thing. So
last call on questions to any of the participants. See none. If any person wishes to provide additional testimony or evidence The Planning Commission will not make a decision tonight and will either continue the hearing for at least 7 days to accept oral and written testimony, or will hold the record open for 7 days to accept written testimony only. Does any participant request an opportunity to submit additional testimony? Yes.
I would like the record held open for 7 days so that we can gather some more information about the water table and things that seem like they're still open-ended.
And Mr. Mullen, you had your.
I would like it to remain open. I have several issues to input to this.
Okay, then a question to the Planning Commission. Because such a request has been made, the commission must either grant the continuance for 7 days or hold the record open for 7 days. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we keep the record open for 7 days.
We have a duly made and seconded motion to hold the record open for 7 days. Any comment or deliberation on that? Commissioner Struthers.
My question is to staff, are we still within the deadline, the legal deadlines for this application if we keep things open?
Yes, they extended the 150 days.
Quick question for the minutes. Was that Commissioner Visco that second?
Yes.
Thank you.
And then actually I do have a second question.
Commissioner
Right,
Struthers.
so we would keep the record open for 7 days and then 7 days, and then the applicant has 7 days for their final statement, correct?
I don't believe it's 7 days is they get a chance to speak. I don't know if it's 7 days. Is it 7 days after the record has closed that the applicant gets to respond? Or is it a reasonable time?
I'm not sure.
And I can be speaking
how-
from my days at the city where they have 7 days and not the county rules.
Yeah, and I apologize, it's the first time through this process here, but what I'm hearing you say, you're gonna close the record and then, you're gonna.
Leave the record
leave
open
the
for
record
written
open,
testimony
and
only.
we'll come back in September.
Well, we leave the record open for 7 days, which is the 20th of August, close of business, 5 o'clock.
Right.
Then the applicant gets a certain amount of time to absorb the new information, and is that 7 days?
I think so, yes.
Okay,
If I'm remembering right from the other appeal, it was.
okay, and so.
That's the 27th.
But we have a meeting scheduled for September 3, for which we confirmed earlier that it appears we have a quorum. We have 2 items on that agenda already, which I think are cell phone tower, 2 cell towers. This would add a third to that agenda.
Just a point of clarification. So city, my experience in the city here, we will not then close this hearing until we come back and convene on that presumably.
The hearing will be closed, but the record will be open for 7 days.
We'll close tonight, but the record will be held open.
According to the motion, it's just for written testimony only.
Right.
So the hearing will be closed.
Clarifying the
Yep.
process, because I need it, and maybe
Yep.
someone in the audience can benefit from that, and then so when we come back, we will be making a decision.
We'll come back simply for deliberation and decision on this matter.
When are we starting that out?
So that the audience understands what we just went through is the record, according to the motion, we still have to vote on the motion, but the record will be held open for written testimony only for 7 days. Close of business the 20th of August, so about 5 o'clock on the 20th of August. That'll be the last time that any written information can be submitted, and that is a firm deadline. The applicant, so for the church, the applicant will then be able to review that additional information, and you have 7 days to create a rebuttal. And then the Planning Commission will reconvene on September 3rd for deliberations only. We will not be taking any public comment or public testimony. We'll be going directly to deliberations. Very good. Commissioner Lee.
When do we get the information to review?
In our packets for September 3, which is usually what, 4 or 5 days in advance?
week before.
Week before.
So a week before is the 27th.
Right.
If that is the deadline for the applicant, is staff able to turn that around?
Yeah, we can make it work.
Okay,
Appreciate you.
thank you.
Okay, so we have a duly made and seconded motion. Last call for comment discussion on the motion before I call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion as made signify by aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
And then I have a point of clarification.
Mhm.
So we have 3 members who are absent. Is the record or a recording tonight going to be available for those who want to review it in time for them to be able to participate for September 3rd?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there will be draft minutes available as well.
So any person may submit additional written testimony if it is received by the Community Development Office, 360 Southwest Avery Avenue.
No.
That's not the right address. We need to update the script. That's and in fact, it's probably going to be submitted electronically rather than by paper. Is that the way you've been getting it, Ms. Williams? For the record, what is the mechanism to submit written testimony?
They can drop it off at the front counter upstairs at the Community Development Department. They can mail it to us, or they can email it to me at the address that is in the notices that they have been receiving.
And just for the minutes, what is the address here at this building?
4500 Southwest Research Way.
Thank you. And so to the church, does the applicant waive the opportunity to submit final written argument after the close of record on August 20th? Or do you wish to provide a final written argument?
That option, yes.
Okay, very, very good. So the applicant is retaining the option. So the applicant may submit written argument if it is received at the same address by the same mechanisms by 5 p.m. On August 27. And the period the applicant is granted to submit the argument is not subject to the local decision time limit of ORS 215.428. That's the 150 days. So the public hearing is closed. Is there, we will continue deliberations on September 3, beginning at 6 p.m. And that will be a long evening. Let's see. And that is all that is required of the public hearing. The public hearing is now closed. Thank you all for your participation. We appreciate the activities and.
Yes, thank you for all the
They're prepared to reschedule.
I am so, I need to apologize to them. They sat through, well, it was great that Gordon was here. Because there are a lot of questions for
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
Yes, let's see, it will have to be, September 3 is already very booked. And I fear that we're likely, well, what are the 2 cell phone towers?
Where are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the specific technical thing this year.
Oh, okay. We're close. Well, we're just wrapping, where are they and complex? Do you have an idea of?
No one's made any comments. I don't.
Where are they?
One is on Highway 20 towards Wren,
Okay.
just south of that intersection area.
Okay.
And then the other one is on Mary's Peak.
Okay, so neither is going to have a lot of public.
They're on forest conversation. One's from the city of Corvallis, one is Starker Forest.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it is
they will be.
reasonable that we would be able to do those 2 plus the deliberations on this one.
No, I know.
Okay, so we got some clarification. Well, this is not.
We're still.
We're still in the
We're still
meeting.
in session.
We're still in session. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is simply scheduling. It's not.
No, it says that you want to turn your mic on.
It is on. Red for me is on.
Green is on for you. Yeah, green is.
Oh,
See,
red is on for you. That's what it
That's why I was
is.
asking.
Thank you. I thought it was.
Not that I'm talking
Okay,
a lot.
so on September 3, we have 2 cell phone towers, and Ms. Williams is also responsible for those. If you just let me know that.
We get that audience back.
That's enthusiasm.
We'll
That's
yeah.
Petra, we're still trying to wrap things up here.
No. And that's, so the 2 towers that Ms. Williams just described to me are both unlikely to have significant public comment because of their locations. And so she believes, and I concur, that they will be reasonably expeditious because we probably will not have a significant amount of public testimony and we probably won't be subject to holding the record opens and so forth. So it is probably reasonable that we can do all 3 in one evening. But no,
2 of them are reviews, but 1 is only deliberation.
Right.
Okay.
But we will not have any training that evening. We unfortunately held Mr. Kurtz way past my bedtime for some training on the stormwater management that we heard about. It's an important topic. I know we all want to do it. And there's also, we also had, Petra had arranged for updates on septic system as well. So we had some really nice training topics to get to. We won't add those to the 3rd of September. Probably that will be the 17th of September. That would be the next meeting, right?
Well, the 3rd was the only one we have scheduled in September.
Right.
Yeah, and then the next would be the 1st of October.
Right, and that one we're earmarking for, it's not going to happen. Okay, so October 1 then could be our training evening. It could be a work session only.
Okay.
It doesn't look like.
Wait, the 17th will be.
No, so again, September 3, it'll be three
items,
applications to completely go through.
Right.
All the way to decision. No meeting on September 17.
Okay.
October 1 will be a work session just with training topics.
Okay.
All sound like reasonable? And I think unless there are items from the Planning Commission or items from Community Development, we can be adjourned.
I'll just ask a clarification question.
Sure.
Are we going to go to the no print model of the packets, or was that just a one-off?
I'm sorry, who did? Yeah, just based on our sustainability policies that were implemented not so long ago. So we've been asked
We started the meeting.
We started the meeting again.
Oh, just catching up.
They had a time limit.
Oh, okay.
We exceeded it.
So for the cell phone towers, if we could distribute print copies of the staff report, many of the other supporting appendices, would we agree that we don't?
I can look at that online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can, I would prefer print copies. I use both.
Yeah, not me. I'm good. I'm good with electronic.
So how about if 7 days in advance, we poll how many want print copies? And we'll be compliant with the sustainability objective to the extent that we can.
Baby steps. We'll keep working on you.
Yeah, and well, exactly, on some of it.
No, and I like to highlight, and I like to, make side notes of the origins.
Well, thank you all for your patience this evening. It went much longer than I anticipated, but